Working as a server, you'll quickly realize that black people are the most annoyingly entitled people you'll ever serve. And I'm not speaking on everyone, just my experience. I've never had a good one with black people. I worked at Waffle House for a full year, okay? I spent the first 6 months giving everybody a chance, treating everyone with the utmost respect. All right. And you know, the only people who didn't reciprocate that respect, black people. You know, the only people who were rude to me and didn't tip, black people. I have nothing against black people outside of my job, outside of serving. Yes, I love y'all. The culture is amazing. But when it comes to serving y'all and having to tend to your needs, you're very needy and you're very disrespectful when it comes to, you know, getting what you need. When you need a refill, you yell at me. You know what I'm saying? You yell at me and rush me to hurry up and get your food to you. And it's just a fact. You come to Waffle House expecting a home cooked meal. And I'm not kidding. Everything had to be cooked a specific way. And when I had to deal with a family of 10 people and y'all all want specific meals, yeah, it gets hard. Yeah, it gets annoying, especially when on top of the fact that y'all all want special, y'all are also annoying. Y'all also want refills every 10 seconds. And you also leave me no tip. And I'm not kidding. I cried when I had to serve a family of black people. I did. And what, y'all think I'm gonna serve a whole family and not try to get a tip? Yeah, I tried. When it was a whole family, I tried to treat them the best as possible because I'm hoping, like, yes, I'll get a good tip maybe. But yeah, it just never happened. It never did. It never did. So yeah, I gave up. Yeah, I sure did. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I may tell a joke, but I'll never tell a lie, and I'll never get on this app and call myself a liar. I posted the videos that y'all like to see. I posted videos that were 100% true. The only reason y'all can't agree with them is because I don't look black, and when anyone out of your race calls you out, you get mad. I saw a black man duet my video, and since he was black, every single person agreed. Okay, and this is where I get back to the point that black people are and can be the most racist people, and black people are the only people who can call out their own race, because if anyone else says it, it's racist. What I said was not racist. It was a fact. Black people are the most racist, ghetto, and especially when it comes to serving them, picky, annoying people. And I will stand on that 10 toes down because I don't lie. I will not tell a lie. I got too caught up in the views, yeah, but I never lie. I want to make a platform and try to rebrand myself and be a new person, but one thing I'll never be is just a jokester, a funny ass dude. I'll always be the one that tells the truth. I'll always be the one that talks about serious. I'm not a little ass kid. I don't know how to be funny, but what I do know is how to be a real that spits out the truth, and I will continue to do that. And if I can't do that on TikTok, then this is just not the app for me. And yeah, I'll do something else in my life, but this won't be it, and I'm okay with that. I always say minor setbacks make for major comebacks, and while I won't apologize or take accountability for the things I said because I wasn't lying, I will take accountability for the fact that I did get too caught up in the views. All right, I knew what was going to get me views, and I continued to post the stuff I knew was going to get me views, even though I knew I may get banned. But I'm not going to sit here and say I was lying. Black people are the most ghetto people, and I will continue to say my truth, no matter what y'all have to say about it. Y'all are in denial. The reason it got hundreds of thousands of views is because most of the people agree with me. The only people that disagreed is black women. That's it. The exact people I'm talking about. So, yeah, everyone's telling me to take accountability. No, I'm sorry. I won't take accountability because I wasn't lying. But, you know, minor setbacks, major comebacks. I'm going to come back stronger and harder. Y'all are not going to stop seeing my face. I promise you. But I do have a new goal for this account. I'm not looking at the views. I'm not looking at anything like that. I'm going to post the things that I want to post. And if y'all like it, y'all like it. If y'all don't, y'all don't. But I can't get caught up in the views because that's why I got banned. So, yeah, y'all are going to see a different side of me. I'm going to continue to say my truth, though. So, I don't know. TikTok just doesn't like that. It's funny you all call me a hateful person, but y'all could not wait to find my new account and flaunt in my face that, oh, I got banned, flaunt in my face that, oh, he's racist, and oh, I don't like black people. So y'all are hypocrites. I will say that because y'all are gonna come to my platform and say, oh, I'm thriving on hate, oh, just to make money and build a platform. But y'all cannot wait to get in my comments and hate and hate in hate. And I know no matter what I say, y'all will continue to hate. So I will not apologize. I will not apologize. Not again. I tried. It didn't work. So now I feel like I just have to double down on what I said because, yeah, I'm not a liar. And I just want to ask for all the servers out there, what is the worst race you've ever had to serve? What is the only race that ever asked for boiled water for their silverware or plastic silverware? What is the only race that asked for the most special off the menu items there are? What is the only race that will complain and complain and complain, lie on you, and then try to get the food for free because they can't afford it? What is the only race that yells at you when they want you to do something instead of, waiting until you serve every other table or waiting until you get to them because they feel like they're entitled and they feel like, ooh, they should be getting their faster than everyone else? I mean, I'm just asking. I'm not even going to say what the race is.
So you mean to tell me that, I'm guessing he's biracial. I'm guessing, right? Because he said he was going to be a real one, and I had to, make sure to blur that out. So inevitably, his first TikTok that had about 12K people directly on it, that ended up getting banned because people did not like what it is that he was specifically stating. And he said himself that he's going to, quote unquote, stand 10 toes down on any and everything that he is currently stating, how it is that he directly feels about the situation and everything of that sort. And I always find it very interesting whenever you have these types directly up there that decide that they want to speak negatively on Black people or on the Black community as a whole. It's a little bit weird to me whenever it is that this happens, because again, we have to look at the fact of that you're working at the Waffle House. So you're going to come into contact with a great deal of many of type of Black people directly there. And again, I'm not sure of the location. I'm not sure of the types of attitudes that are specifically there. But to try to encompass the whole of Black people and to try to say that this is exactly how they are, that they're just ratchet, that they're just ghetto, they're just loud, they're just this and they're just that, that's quite crazy. And you're going to use a lot of these and many more things that he stated, but you're going to use these as some type of talking point, and the specific demographic that this is going to reach, who is going to specifically talk to, and how it is that they're going to egg this on. And they're going to use this in order to prove some type of point about Black people as a whole. And you know how it is that your words are going to be used to demonize Black people. Whenever it is that people want to reference, they're going to be like, oh, but see, look at this person. They're half and half, but they're amongst Black people all day long. And I as a white person, I've had the same instances, but I can't say anything because I'm white and it would be racist. But this person here, he's a part of the community, and he has the exact same instances and the exact same problems I have as a white person. Right? They're going to do that type of thing. Or they're going to put it up on one of their many of sites directly up there and have their own little threads and talking points and be as racist as all get out, directly going through there. And as one content creator stated, is that this person wanted to cry when it dealt with them dealing with the loss of their platform. Let's cut to that.
My TikTok account with 12,000 followers, 1 million views, and in one day, it just got banned. And it hurts. It hurts really bad, because I had a lot of money waiting for me in that account that I was depending on to pay for things that I need. But you know what? Instead of laying down and crying, because I really do want to cry, because it took me a long time to get 10,000 followers. Yo. And it just doesn't make sense to me, bro. And it's like I always say, minor setbacks, major comebacks. I'm gonna come back harder and stronger than ever.
So like I said, this is why I can't go with the crocodile tears. This is why I can't feel, sorry for what it is that he's going through. He got a kid and everything like that. Again, that's the situation that he made himself, right? He stated before that he's not a kid, that he's a grown man. And I'm going to state, as a grown man, you should know better. You should know how to specifically speak and get your points directly across. You should be able to specify what it is that you're talking about, versus not generalizing in such a way that you know that you're going to be offensive to the greater majority of black people directly out here. There are a variety of ways to word certain things, and I'm just going to be honest. I've seen white folks complain about their own people, but they make sure to word it in a certain type of way that it is palatable. That's the one thing that I find very interesting whenever it is that I see people wanting to make comments, and they want to sit up there and say that, oh, black people this and black people that and all this other type of stuff. It's like I said, it's very interesting when people decide that they want to speak in such a way which can be looked at as you are downing your people. It can be looked at as a way of which you are trying to monetize off of talking disrespectfully and wild about black people. Because like I said before, it's funny that this person is stating that they're biracial, but then at the same time trying to say that they're also black at the same time, while also at the same time trying to separate themselves from the people of which that they're talking about, that they say that they are a part of, or whatnot, or whatever. Like I said, this whole thing is completely weird. There's a whole bunch of games being played, and he thought that he was going to be able to just make it big. At this moment in time, I just looked at his social media, and it's not moving the way that I guess he expected, or that he wanted it to move. And I could have simply told him that, yeah, it's going to be like that. You wanted to tap into a certain type of demographic. You said yourself in some videos that you knew exactly what it is that you were saying, and you said it for a very specific reason, and you got caught up on the views and the attention. Again, you got caught up on that because you're young. You still have the mentality of a child. It's great that you got a kid and everything like that. Again, a situation that you decided to make. But that further proves the point that mentally you are still a child. And because you are still within that mind frame of a child, you don't even understand the power of words and the severity of the things of that you decide to state, and how those things can be misconstrued or further used to demoralize or to negatively talk about a group in general. Like I said, crazy work though. Crazy work, but I guess he'll figure it out. He's a part of that younger generation where they like to, do these type of things, and when things don't work out, they want to start, crying and doing this and doing that. It don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. On one end, you want to say that you're grown, and then on the other end, you want to start crying. Which one is it? Which one is it? Because if you're a man, the way that you say that you're a man, you're not going to cry about it. You're going to fix the situation or make do with what it is that you got, and then you're just going to carry on. That's it. But I will state that in another video, he did state that he is a broken human being. So within that by itself, that also states why it is that he is making this type of content, because mentally he is going through a variety of battles of which he's still facing, he's still fighting, and none of his parents really raised him to be capable to fight those internal battles, to give him a type of manual so that he doesn't have, any type of negative self-loathing dialogue where he feels this type of way internally. He's going to shine this or put this directly onto other people undeservingly. So like I said, to the people out there that keep producing kids like this, y'all making it bad for everybody out here, just to be real. Y'all really are, because y'all ain't really teaching these kids. Y'all not giving them, no type of anything to navigate not only themselves, but the people that they're around, but also the world in general. Because as I stated before, anything that these kids biracial have to sit up there and deal with, you as the two separate parents, y'all don't know how to navigate or deal with that, because you come from one whole and that's it. You come from two parents that are basically the same. And these kids are coming from two separate individuals of which don't care about anybody's history, lineage, or anything like that, just to make one person that is now going to have to figure out something that the parents had a very hard time trying to just navigate. Like I said, y'all make no sense. And this further proves my point when I say that a lot of people out here are selfish and they don't really actually think about the kids or what it is that they're going to have to experience or actually live through when they're navigating and going through life. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.